Hi everybody, this is Sharon Oren from Maccabee Arms, and today we're going to talk about silencers. Oh, no, correction, suppressors. Yes, the right terminology for the civilian market is a suppressor. Silencer is what being used by, military and super squirrels and all kind of other cool agencies, which are not limited by a certain decibel limitation that the ATF is putting on the civilian market. So, why suppressors? Or why not, I should say. We all drive a car, and our cars have to have a muffler per all the regulations and the city regulations and state regulations and federal regulation because of nuances and noise and all kind of other things. Why not on our guns? Did you know that in Europe you can actually buy a suppressor over the counter in every sporting goods store without any special licensing or permits? Actually, you're being encouraged to do so because it is the polite way to hunt. It is the polite way to shoot. That you're not affecting your surrounding, you're not affecting the fellow people shooting next to you, you're not affecting the rest of the animals in the wildlife kingdom out there because you're not creating that big boom that scares them all. So why is it in the United States we have to have a special tax permit? Once again, it's a tax stamp. It's not a special license, it's a tax stamp. You apply to it with the ATF. You walk into the store and you tell me, hey, I want to buy this 30 caliber suppressor so I can put it on my 300 Win Mag. Okay, no problem. We sell you the suppressor, we take your money, we fill up some paperwork. You have to go and get your fingerprints done, passport pictures taken, need to notify the sheriff's office, fill up a big application, and you mail it out to the ATF. It takes about 8 to 12 months to actually go over it and certify that you're a good person. Once we get the paperwork back, only then you can take possession of this suppressor. It is considered to be a Class 3 NFA, National Firearm Act restricted item, and it is yours for life. The suppressors range anywhere from about $400 to almost $3,000, $3,500. Depends on the suppressor or depends on the caliber. A decent quality one usually will run you about $800 to $1,500. They make them in mostly there are three different categories. I like to tell people to use them. You have the 30 caliber can, which I like to get a universal 30 caliber that will cover anything from your 300 Winchester Magnum and down, so your 308s, including also your 5.56 223. You have some people like to have a dedicated platform for their 5.56s, like we see over here. These are dedicated platform for your 223 or 5.56 calibers. Then we have our handgun calibers. So we will have, in this case, I would recommend a 45 universal can. This will cover your 45 handguns and down. So it covers your 40, your 9, your 380. And then the other dedicated platform I like to get is the 22 caliber. So for your Ruger 1022s, your little plinkers, for the kids, for the wife, just shooting your average, squirrel. And these are these guys. Each and every one you'll have to do a separate form set and a separate application. It's a $200 tax stamps. So you send the cashier's check to the ATF or to the Department of the Treasury, and once they get everything approved, like I said, we call you. Hey, your tax stamp is here. You can come pick up your suppressor. So what does a suppressor do? No, it does not work like you see in the movies, and all you hear is. It doesn't work that way. Usually, if you try to shoot your 5.56 or 2-3 ammunition or a 308 ammunition through your rifles, it will still sound like a very loud clap. It will still be substantially less than what shooting it without earring protection is, or even with an ear protection, but it will muffle the sound quite a bit. Usually you will see the biggest difference in calibers like the 300 Blackout, or if you're going to be using subsonic ammunition. Subsonic ammunition is kind of hard to come by and it's extremely expensive, especially for the 2-3, 5.56 or the 308s, or even the 9mm. But the 300 Blackout is readily available with subsonic ammunition, being that it was actually designed to run suppressed. So over here you can see we have a 6-hour Rattler MCX in 300 Blackout with an integrally suppressed option. So if you're going to use a subsonic ammunition with the 300 Blackout, all you will hear is usually going to be your action cycling and a bit of a muffled sound, closer to a brick dropped into a puddle of mud in a way. Same thing will happen if you try to shoot a 45 through a suppressor, because the 45 is barely supersonic anyway, so it's pretty close to being a subsonic ammunition from the get-go. It's a heavy slug going out of your handgun, so it will almost be suppressed to begin with. 5.56 is the same thing, loud clap. Okay, all it allows you to do is to basically shoot your firearms without the need of earring protection to protect your earrings, your hearing. So this is the purpose of the suppressors. So in a way, I actually encourage the United States government and all the authorities to actually encourage people to get a suppressor. Remove the text stamp requirement so actually we can be more polite to our surroundings and to our nature, and being more friendly to Mother Nature, which I think all of us, both liberals and conservatives, should get together behind this proposal and urge the ATF to deregulate the use of suppressors in the United States. So hopefully we shed some light on suppressors and silencers today in today's episode. Once again, tune into our YouTube channel, go online, go to our Facebook page, stop by our store over here at 2105 Kitski Lane in Reno, Nevada. Come and say hi, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. Till then, stay safe. Remember, keep your booger finger off the bangling switch, and we'll see you in our next episode. Stay safe.